So obviously this does not involve every woman alive, but from the amount I've talked to in a lifetime, and especially even recently, what I know for a fact is women are terrified, bro. I'm not lying. They're terrified of a man with standards. And I'm going to break down exactly what makes them so scared of this. These types of females are the typical modern women. These types of females are delusional. They think they're perfect because their friends tell them that. Simps tell them that. And this is why, when it comes to a man with standards that expects a certain type and a certain caliber of a woman, a real woman, this is why a guy like this puts the fear of God into them. They ain't ready for it. They are terrified of men with basic standards. Nothing even crazy. Basic. But you see, they don't do basic. They don't do basic standards. They do entitlement. They do act however I want, live the life whatever I want, blah, 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 blah. But, did the man that has value, does a high value man, could he live his life like that? No, he could not. He had to be very structured. He had to be very patient, very structured. Do a lot of work, a lot of digging, a lot of clawing, a lot of hooting, a lot of hollering. A lot of work. For a very long period of time. But you get many entitled females today, bro, like running around doing reckless things, and they just think they deserve a certain level of a man, and they think they're going to get that guy until they start to deal with him and understand how it actually works. That's when their delusion kicks in. That's when the fear kicks in. Oh my God. And you know what they do? They take off running. They take off running to go back to the simps that validate their immature behavior, like I mentioned in a video fairly recently. It's exactly what they do. Because they ain't ready for the man they thought they should get and all this other stuff, because they don't want the simps. If they did, they would be with one. They're not with them. They just accept all their validation and take it all in to boost their heads and stuff. And that's all that ever happens. They want a certain caliber of a man, but they don't want to be held accountable. They still want to be able to act childish and do stupid things and make bad decisions and ruin their health, have no commitment, and just be that type of a female, and that's a low value woman. A lot of the even good looking younger girls today, bro, I'm telling you full well right now, the only thing they have going for them is their youthful good looks, because they are low value. They don't have high value internally. So their looks can get them in the door, even to high value dudes lots of the time, until these high value dudes see their true colors, see who they are. And that's when the pressure's on. That's when they start to crack. That's when they start to bend and break and fold. When reality is right there, reality hits them upside the head and they can't take it. They cannot handle the fear of rejection. So when they start to feel like maybe I'm not good enough for this guy, they flee. Instead of fixing themselves, instead of understanding the value that's in front of them, which is the guy they still want, they're that entitled, they will not go to the drawing board. They will not fix some things up, put in any effort. They're going to keep being delusional. They're going to keep getting older, and they're never going to be able to get a guy like that ever, because they always failed to put in the work that was needed. Because women have to put in some work too, just in different ways. Maybe in some ways similarly as a guy, but not always. I'm telling you, man, as a man or a woman in today's world, you have no choice but to be smart. It would be so easy for a woman just to know what men want and to become that, but almost none of them do. And it's so much easier for them to do that than it is for a man to become high value. Because for a man to become high value, which is very possible for anybody who wants to put in the work, it just takes a long time and most guys can't do it. And this is why it's so much easier for women to be held accountable even a little bit, to put in some work, to build themselves up, to be the woman every man wants because she looks good, she has the right mindset, she's not a hoe, she don't care about the partying with her friends and going crazy and going traveling with her friends and going crazy. She cares more so about being presentable to the right man, which once you get that, you got it. You got it. But they're so entitled, bro. They can't even do that. It's like they think they're perfect until they're right in front of a man of value and start to see how it really is. That's when the fear kicks in. That's when they become terrified. That's when they start to flee and run away from reality and keep living in this delusional world. In their minds. They think there's going to be another dude out there that's valuable, that's going to be different than yourself, and there's not. Any single man that would be on the level of one of those types of guys are going to be the exact same, if not even more strict. That's how it is. To build yourself up as a man, it takes a certain level. You have to go to a certain place to make that happen, and when you do, you're completely indulged in reality. And you're not going to accept no immature behavior around yourself. You're not going to accept no low-value woman, even if she looks good. She's going to be recreational use only. That's the only value she's going to have. And she won't even have that pretty soon. Because she's not tolerable. She's not presentable. She's not a flex. Like, women have to think about this. Men of value have a lot to flex about. It might be their status, it might be their looks, it might be their physique, it might be what they have, what they've acquired, whatever it might be. They have a lot that makes them look good because they put in the work to become valuable. Do you think they want something in their life or by their side that's not a flex? No. And just being hot ain't gonna cut it if you're just borderline insane. Like, you're gonna have to be hot. You're gonna have to be tolerable. You're gonna have to make that man's life better than it already is. And of course the man's gonna make her life better than it is. Come on. This is what it comes down to, but bro, women today are so delusional, it's actually concerning. It's that bad. It's as bad as I'm saying it is. It is that bad. Some of these women had opportunities in front of them, bro, and they just let it go. They don't really care about it. It's like, are you stupid? Like, do you have any idea what's going to happen? Women let shit go very easily, man. Very easily, because they're spoiled. They're entitled. They think they don't have to fight for anything. They think they can act however. They think it's no big deal if I just let this situation go. You have no idea what you just done. No idea. They don't fight for nothing, bro. Nothing. They act like they don't care. They act like it's going to be all right. They act that way. Until later on. And that's when reality hits. That's when it all comes crashing down, bro. I'm telling you full well. And the reason they're so quick to just push a man away and just ignore and just carry on and blah, 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 blah. The biggest reason they do this is because of the fear of rejection on their end. Because they know what's in front of them, they're scared of it because they ain't enough. Do you know where they're going? They're going back to their delusional reality before they met you. That's where they're going. Back to La La Land, back to the Delulu world. That's where they're going. Because they think something else is going to be different. Every man of value is pretty much the exact effing same. They will do anything besides listen. They will do anything besides get better and understand the opportunity that's right in front of them. Because yes, if a man of value even looks your way or gives you the time of day, that's a fucking opportunity for yourself. But they don't value it that much because they're entitled. They're spoiled. They think it's everywhere. It's not everywhere. And by the time they realize this, they get older and they look back and think, oh my God, oh my goodness, what has happened? Where did the time go? Where's all these amazing men that used to be there? It's not here anymore. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because no one's even looking your way no more because of what you've done. That's the cold hard truth. And they don't want to accept it. They wanted to not become the woman they were supposed to be. And when they were presented with higher value dudes, they crumbled under the pressure because women hate feeling pressure. Everything has to be perfect in their way and all this stuff. They didn't boss up. They were lazy. They were complacent. They did things they shouldn't have done. And this is the result. This is the result they get. It's the result they're left with, folks. It's the result. Like, women don't think logically about anything. They think everything's going to stay the same forever and they're always going to be valued the way they are and looked at the same as they are right now. It's not the truth. These are harsh realities they start to find out later on in life, and it all hits. It all hits. The opportunities are no longer there. They're gone. All those good men, all those great men, the knights in shining armor, they're gone. Now no one's going to save them. Nobody. Those men that they used to have an opportunity with are even better now. More high value. They're completely out of their realm. They don't deserve a man a quarter as good. Not even a quarter. And this is what starts to anger them and make them mad. Because reality kicks in. Reality hits. Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened? Oh my God. You can make a fucking remix out of it. I'm telling you, man, this is why women, since the beginning of time, were led by men in the first place. To make their own decisions for them. Because today, they want independence. They want to be left alone. Leave me alone. Let me be me. Let me live my life. Blah, 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 blah. Look what's happening. The worst rates of everything of all time, and it's because of feminism and giving women their freedom and all this other BS. You guys are seeing it. I'm not sitting here telling any lies. Sitting here telling you the truth. This is the result. Women's stubbornness, women's delusional way of thinking. They can call shots. They know what's going on. Blah, blah, blah. They don't. If yous did as much as you think you do, things would be better today, no? It's a lot worse. Because of all your delusional independence, things have gotten worse. I'm telling you, bro, the amount of opportunities that get presented to them and their failures with these opportunities, sickening. Sickening. Men take every opportunity that comes that's even a little bit worthy, and they won't even mess that up. Women will mess up the best things that ever come across them time and time and time and time and time and time and time again and time again. Like, this is how the modern world's going, bro. Like, I've seen so many things unfold, and it's actually ridiculous. It's absurd. The delusion. They all think they're great. They all think they're better than a high-value man that has it all together. She could be a 5 or a 6, and she thinks she's better than that guy. That's how delusional it's gotten today. It's insane, bro. It's out of this world. And this is why so many men are going against women. And I don't blame anybody. In a sense, I can't say I am, but at the same time, I'm going against the grain. I'm not going to try to qualify myself for a woman that's lesser than me. And I'm not saying that to be egotistical or, I just think I'm the shit or anything like this, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. You put me in front of a majority of women value-wise. Let's start to add things up. Let's start to see what's good about both of us, and we will see who's more rare, who's more valuable. It's not even a good debate. Come off it. But they don't want to live in reality. I don't feel that way. Doesn't matter if you don't feel that way. It's the truth. It's reality. It is what it is. Take the L. They can't. They just want to think how they think emotionally, and everything's right in their minds. Almost nothing is right in your mind. And you know why? Because you're living in Delulu land. Men who are becoming high value today are damn near getting disrespected. You're going to do all that work as a man to become high value, to become a man of value, who has lots of great things going for himself, and you're still going to get disrespected because we're living in the land of ultimate delusion. This is what's happening today. It is absurd. And it doesn't mean all these delusional women don't find you attractive and stuff like this. It's just when things get real, things get heated. That's what I've come to know. There's tons of women, if you're a man of value, that's going to think you're attractive and oh my God and all this stuff. But when things start to get real, things get heated, bro. Things get heated because things is getting real. It's getting down to the wire. Information starts to get exposed, and she starts to see more of what you're actually like. You start to see more of what she's actually like, and she starts to get scared. She's terrified because she starts to think and know, oh damn, this is a man with standards. Oh my God, I'm scared. Oh my God, what can I do here? I'm not used to this. You're not used to this because you're used to getting validated by low value simps. They think a man of value is going to be the same way and accept the same stuff and fill her head up with BS. That's not how it goes. So when they come across the men they actually find attractive, they start to realize this is a different ballgame. Yes, that's because that's a different caliber of a man. Like, are you well? Are you retarded? What did you think? It's the same? He's going to be the same as some clueless simp? What did you think? Like, what are we doing? It's crazy. It don't make sense. And it don't make sense because they don't make sense. They're not logical at all. They're just emotional. They feel. They live their life of by how they feel. Oh, if he said this and made me feel bad, it's done. Because they can't take anything as it is. It's going to be a problem. Most women can't even take a joke today, bro. It's going to be a problem for me. Because my sense of humor, my ways of flirting with women a lot of the time, I'm going to be cracking jokes. A lot of these women today, bro, they're super offended for no reason. It's not like I'm making a joke about her weight, about her appearance, nothing crazy like that. We're talking simple stuff. We're talking teasing type stuff, which should be making them laugh, which should be arousing them, to be honest. I've done it many times with women, but the women of today, bro, are a different caliber of shit. I can't help but to say it. You can't even tease them no more, bro. It's like it's because they ain't shit. It's because they ain't shit, bro. They're so offended, they're so mad, because they're so delusional. They just want to feel like they're perfect all the time, and they have to feel like they're a high-value woman, and they have to feel like they're the prettiest thing going, and the littlest things that just make them feel what they actually are terrifies them. It makes them run away. Anyone who don't validate her immature behavior, anyone who does not validate her existence and make her feel better than she actually is, has to go away because she's just living in delusion. This is a crazy effing world we're living in, bro. This is most women today. Not all of them, just most. There's real women out there. And those are the ones that's gonna get taken by men of value. These other women, once you start to figure them out, once you start to see who they actually are, it ain't gonna work, and it's because they don't want it to work. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to start to become better and start to open their minds to reality and what the world actually is, and not their figment of imagination and wonder world. They don't want to be awakened, bro, to what needs to happen and what needs to go down. They don't want no part of it. They want to keep being immature. They want to keep living in a false sense of a reality. Like, bro, you scare them. It's scary. Becoming an adult for these youngings today, it's scary to them. It's scary to become an adult. Oh my God, just call me pretty. Just call me beautiful. Oh my God. It'd be a lot easier if you actually were, for one. Well, some of you are, but some of you are just, you don't know how to act. And that's the problem. They become real ugly real quick when you start to see their true colors. This is not a knock on all women. This is a knock on underdeveloped women. It is what we have today. Delusional women. They ain't got it, bro. They're gone. They're gone. They're never going to clue in. And they're going to get older. And it's not going to be good. That's it.